It's the hottest day of the year, so you know what that means. It must be time for Halloween.
I feel the spirit.
You know, Halloween, that time of year where it's 112 degrees and there's no wind blowing any leaves around. But anyway, Eric and I are here. It's daytime, so we're starting with the daytime food at Magic Kingdom. Magic Kingdom has a number of Halloween food offerings that are not exclusive to Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party. That's where we begin, and by the end of this video, we will be fully immersed in the first Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party of the year and all the food that is only available after you spend all that money to go to that and could have free candy but decide not.
Maybe both.
I've talked people out of it already. But we'll see. Sometimes there's a thing or two that's super interesting and fun and you want to get it, but we'll find out. The jury is out, but
It is 95 degrees, and you know what that makes me hungry for?
cinnamon rolls.
Cinnamon rolls.
We
Tom.
have a lot of ice cream to eat today. It's going to be beautiful in photos and video, I'll tell you.
My assistant is arriving later with some lactate, hopefully.
This is the Mickey-shaped cinnamon roll. For Halloween, it is topped with orange frosting and special sprinkles. I am like the only person on earth that doesn't like Magic Kingdom cinnamon rolls, so we're going to see how this goes. It does, in holding it up for photos, I did feel that it is on the soft side, so it seems like it might be fresh, which is exciting.
This looks a lot like the plush they're selling across the street now. Right?
Munchling.
This looks like a munchling.
All right, it's Mickey-shaped, so you know where you have to start.
The ears
You have to start with the ears.
with sprinkles. It's a pretty big chunk.
It's one of the better ones I've had. Does the frosting... There's no
cinnamon?
citrus in the frosting, right?
I think it's still cinnamon, like a regular icing for a regular cinnamon roll. I mean,
Yeah, so it is the regular cinnamon roll, and then they just put this icing, orange icing on it.
no, it's.
You're saying it's regular
I don't think
icing.
it's orange flavoring. I think it's regular icing.
Yeah. It's just so sweet that I thought I was getting something else, but no.
It's very sweet, but we also started with sprinkles too.
We did.
Amped it up a little bit. Nice. Maybe you take a little piece that doesn't have sprinkles and see if it's sweet.
No, it's probably, we have a good idea. So it's actually soft and fresh, the cinnamon roll itself, the pastry. I'm on board with it. The icing is on the sweet side. I don't think it's overly. Yeah, you're right, it's not flavor. It's a weird thing happens in your head, like when you're a kid and you think certain M&Ms are better. And then Skittles comes in and ruins your life by actually being different flavors.
Anyway, the Starbucks line is a little long sometimes, but
Yeah.
I mean, it's the normal Starbucks cinnamon roll, I would say.
It takes a cute picture. It came out fresh. It's edible. I don't hate it.
No?
I would, if you want it, I don't think it's a bad option.
One down, 35 to go.
Is it 35? 36?
I don't.
I don't know. It's a large number.
All right.
All right. Apparently, Eric, in the world of tomorrow, donuts will be everywhere because, well, we had the donut holes at the Tron at Energy Bites. There's donuts. You had something with a donut here too.
There's a
didn't
shake
you?
here at Anti-Gravity.
With those same donut
Yeah, Asteroid
holes, right?
Milkshake.
Donut King is who Disney buys from. By the way, it's a local place. They're good fresh. They're sometimes not great when you buy them at Disney World. Just so you know, but there's an apple fritter on this because this is, you may have guessed, the apple fritter milkshake. Doesn't that make sense? I'm pulling up the menu pick now so I can give you the full description. Apple fritter milkshake, salted caramel milkshake, which is salted caramel is a recent flavor addition. On top of green apple whipped cream, so this will be flavored apparently, and an apple fritter. Would you like to do the honors?
Should I start with this whipped cream? That's the thing we
Yeah,
haven't had, right?
should we do that
Yeah.
first?
Oh yeah.
Oh, I did not think it was going to be that
It's
profound.
it's almost too profound. Like it is very flavorful.
I'm stunned because I didn't know whipped cream could be that intense. But yeah, that's super sour.
The salted caramel shake, we've had it before. It's very good.
Oh yeah.
Is it salty or just caramel?
I don't taste the
super
salt. I
salty.
just taste.
Really?
Hold on. Oh, you first. I don't want to lay you and tramp this.
If we shared a straw,
Oh yeah, there's the salt.
I'm going to try whipped cream and Get a little bit of both. Mixed together, that's super interesting. That saltiness and that sourness together.
Wow, that's weird, but I love it.
You wouldn't think it'd be as good as it is.
Like, when we talk about apple flavor, like, it is as strong as, like, an apple Jolly Rancher. Like, it is.
Yeah. Yeah, and the salted caramel ice cream is just as powerful.
Yeah.
So they're a good match. We got to try the donut. Sorry, apple fritter. Should I just rip it out?
Rip it out.
God. It's a pastry at Magic Kingdom, kids. Guess how it is? Stale.
It feels stale to the touch. No.
That's why I was surprised about the cinnamon.
This,
That's more sour in an off-putting way than the whipped cream.
I don't want to say it ruins this, but it lessens it, right? This,
Just
they
buy
made
this
this
and
worse.
throw that.
They made this thing that's pretty good worse by adding the fritter.
Just take the fritter
Right.
and throw it in the garbage. I'd recommend the shake, though. I really like it, especially if you're coming to these early parties, August, September.
95 degrees, yeah.
This is a good one.
No,
Good
this
place
is
to start,
really fantastic, but I'm a no on the fritter itself.
but still get the shake. We are here now at the Cheshire Cafe on the border of Fantasyland and Tomorrowland. So you could buy this and go to see Sunny Eclipse, which I would recommend. But
They were doing cat cafes before it was cool.
actually, this used to be Enchanted Grove. It's only a couple of years ago they changed it. And by a couple of years, I think I'm super old.
Sounds
now.
like
This was
something you go to
a
the
decade
doctor
ago.
for, right?
A decade into my Enchanted Grove. So this is the Queen of Hearts Slushy, which I think they missed a huge opportunity to not call this the Royal Slush.
Royal Slush.
But it is frozen cherry slushy, which they regularly have, with black cherry puree topped with whipped cream and a crown-shaped chocolate piece. Oh, I didn't realize it was chocolate. It is.
From a distance, it kind of looks like a bottom of an ice cream. Of an
Right?
ice cream
I was
cone,
thinking
right?
ice cream cone wafer, but it's not.
I mean, 95 degrees out. Hits the spot.
I'm gonna do my patented technique, which is start sipping at the top and push
Try to
down.
get some more of that puree.
It's like a slightly elevated cherry slush, right?
On a day like today, though, feels
Canned
pretty good.
whipped cream. It's not bad. Look, in 16 years I've had to review a lot of slush. It's never been my thing. Even as a kid, they weren't the thing I ran for. But I know there's people that has been their thing, right?
Yeah.
The theme park thing. It's certainly not bad. There's nothing wrong with it. It takes a really cute picture. The presentation is very, very nice. But yeah, go
Shall I?
ahead, break into the crown. Yeah. Oh, it's melting.
Melting already. There goes Tigger. The chocolate, I think, is a nice look. I don't
It's
think
not
the
bad
flavor adds to
quality.
it. It's fine.
I've had considerably worse, especially top Magic Kingdom stuff. It's actually a decent quality. But
I
again,
think-
it's more there for show than it is for, you can ingest it, but it's not like going to be the best chocolate you've ever had.
We're in the middle range here, right?
Yeah, it's fine.
I don't
It's
recommend
totally-
against it.
Totally
it's not,
passable.
It's not something to run across the park for, I don't think.
But this is one of those things where you like slushies and you think this is cute, and that's why you're getting it. And if those are your parameters, if that's your checklist,
The
it's going to check
Instagrammers.
the boxes, right? A cute photo, and it's going to cool you down and be sugary. Who's ready for some black velvet?
Black
The
velvet.
dulcet tones of black velvet. This is a black velvet whoopie pie from, you see we're at the Baked Potato, so we can only be at the Liberty Square Market. This is where you eat baked potatoes usually. It's reserved for that usually, Eric. But today we are having a whoopie pie here. It's black velvet cookies with buttercream sprinkles and a sugar spider. There's some argument as to what black velvet is. I assume it's red velvet dyed black, or maybe it is a different flavor palette. I don't know.
I don't know, but I have enough experience with the whoopie pies at Walt Disney World to know this will turn your hands black if you choose to eat it with your hands.
Among other things.
Go ahead, Eric.
Oh boy. It tastes like a Hostess Ding Dong.
I can't believe another pastry that's actually moist.
Yeah.
Another not stale pastry today. Where other than the fritter, we're doing pretty good. I don't know what black velvet is supposed to be.
It doesn't taste like red velvet,
No.
which
No?
generally
I think
tastes
a
like
little.
chocolate. It has chocolate flavor, but
I think I'm getting a
distinct
little
from
red velvet. You think so?
Really? I don't know anymore.
I think it's red velvety for sure. In flavor, I would say.
I mean, red velvet's essentially chocolate that's been dyed red, right?
So it's got that
So-
rich chocolate flavor. It's got sort of, what is it? It's like a dark tinge to red velvet, no?
Yeah, you're the boss. I'm going to let you eat the
I'm
sugar
going to look
spider.
up what red velvet is
the
defined
frosting?
as.
I don't know what the frosting is. Frosting's pretty good, though. It's just,
It's not
It's still
standard just
cold.
whipped cream. It's like a cold,
yeah, it's cold.
it's a cold vanilla cream, and it's actually pretty sweet and pairs nicely with it. What does red velvet cake taste like? Red velvet cake tastes like a very mild cocoa with a slightly tart edge. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. See, but mild cocoa, I almost thought it almost felt like a rich dark because of that tartness on the end, but
You got to try the sugar spider.
it's
all
literally
yours.
just going to be sugar.
It's your birthday weekend, right?
Well, if I make it to 35 after all this food, excuse me, I've had 4 desserts. That's sugar. Good, I just haven't had any sugar yet, so that's
I'm going
good.
to try this filling a little bit more.
I can't believe it. I'm giving this another positive review. This is good.
I think it's good. It tastes like it.
What is happening today? This has never been my experience in any of these seasonal food reviews.
It's
where
moist.
we
First
have
day.
this many successes in a row.
Well, we got one more before the event exclusive items.
And before we
So,
turn into puddles. An orange puddle. Sorry. We're here at Pecos Bill's New Orleans Cantina. Sorry, that's not the name. But we actually went to Golden Oak Outpost across the street for this item, which is
Tombstone Tart.
Tombstone Tart, which is used to be my nickname in college, actually.
I thought that was a professional wrestler. Tombstone Tart.
That was the Undertaker's
Fighting for the
finishing
title.
move. It's a flaky pastry filled with strawberry jalapeno jam, topped with vanilla buttercream sprinkles, and those sugar spiders are back.
Sugar spider.
Just when you thought it was safe to go back in the water, they're back. All right,
I don't know how to start.
I'm gonna food blog it. You ready? Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
Gooey. Gooey. Oh.
Who needs a knife and fork?
Sorry, it didn't break even. They did something kind of
I kind of
interesting
like
and
it.
weird.
It's weird. I like that they did it. It's
Jalapeno strawberry, so like a strawberry Pop-Tart, but then there's a kick on the back end. Also, this is fresh icing. It's not like Pop-Tart icing where it's hard and it's been there for a while. It's soft and very sweet. And it is indeed buttery and flaky pastry. This has never happened. In 16 years of reviewing seasonal events, I have never gone, everything was at least edible, which doesn't happen. Maybe they're trying now. I can't believe this.
Is it like Woody's tarts?
It's a bit like
Yeah.
the lunchbox, yeah.
It's like the Woody's tart, but that you wouldn't notice it looking at this, right? This doesn't look like it's going to have jalapeno in it or be spicy.
No.
And it takes a minute to taste that spice because you have the sweetness of this icing and the other jam, and then you're like, oh, there's like this kind of savory, spicy back note. That's not super. It's not like if you don't like spicy food, you can still eat this. It's not like bang bang spicy,
The more
but
I
you can
have
just
of the,
sense it back there.
the more I have of the filling, so it's a little thicker than the filling in a Pop-Tart, and it tastes. I mean, it's definitely processed. It tastes a little less processed maybe than a Pop-Tart. But it's definitely still that artificial strawberry. But this is, I would have this again.
Yeah, I don't know
love it.
when I would be hungry, like exactly what time of day or what kind of day I would start craving this.
I
but
would have
you
this
eat it, you won't be
every day.
disappointed.
I love it.
Wow.
Wow. Look at Tom in the Halloween spirit.
I'm melting.
I have bad news though. Now we have to split up because the event exclusive food is coming out tonight, and there's I think 30 items.
30
and we can
new
never
items
cover
we
them
have to
doing
have.
it like this.
So Eric's taking 6 locations. I'm taking 6 locations. And we're going to see who comes out the other side alive.
Maybe neither of us.
Just a couple hours later, we're back at Cheshire Cafe because they have an item that is specifically at the party. It's worth noting, at least on the first night, this is something they haven't done in the past. They've started serving the food early. Used to be a hard 7 o'clock, and then some places would even be delayed, honestly. But now we came around 6:30, at 6:30, things started to roll out. If you're familiar with Cheshire Cafe normally, you know they have the Cheshire Cat tail. This is going to be a modified version of that. Flaky pastry with chocolate filling and topped with white icing, stripes, and sugar eyes. It's a cute presentation. Is it going to taste the Mummy Treat? Is it going to taste wildly different from a Cheshire Cat tail? Probably not. It's a cute presentation. It's no cronut from DCA. Look at it years ago. They used to do a peanut butter and jelly cronut that was like a mummy. It's amazing, amazing thing. I guess I have to eat his eyes, probably. This is one of the fresher ones I've ever had, I think because they just rolled out. It's actually really soft, very flaky, not chewy at all. It's perfect. I like this icing better. This is like, the icing that they put on the Cheshire Cattail kind of sits there a long time. It's kind of hard. This is soft vanilla icing. It adds way more sweetness, I think, than the usual icing does. So it's essentially a sweeter Cheshire Cattail, but that being said, I don't think they over-iced it, so they didn't go overboard, so it's the right amount. So this is, it takes a cute picture. It's actually pretty good. But just be forewarned, you're basically buying a Cheshire Cattail with different decoration. But I would not recommend it.
All right, so we are at Main Street Bakery, Starbucks. We already had that cinnamon roll. Now it's the Minnie-Shaped pumpkin cheesecake and pumpkin mousse topped with a white chocolate candy corn bow. So we just got this. You see what it looks like. And I like pumpkin, I like cheesecake. There's a lot of coffee flavor in there. It's very soft and it's not, cheesecake usually has a little bit of firmness to it. This has none. This is just like almost pudding. You see right there? Can you get that, Lee? Lee is helping me on the camera. It's just, there's no texture. It's just melts in your mouth. It's really good. I said cheesecake usually is a little firm, at least. There's nothing to it. It's just all mousse. Well, there went part of the candy corn onto the ground. Oops. Let's see if I can cut a piece that doesn't fly away. That doesn't taste like candy corn. I know that's a polarizing flavor. Just tastes like white chocolate. It's very good, just unexpected. A little cinnamon, a little pumpkin, a little coffee. Check it out. I don't think it's bad.
I know I've been in a good mood through the video thus far. That's changed rapidly now. Because now we're getting back to form. I've been surprised with how ready all the food was. Even Cheshire Cafe, they were ready to go. Cosmic Rays was a disaster. And mostly because, and this is, I hope this gets to the right people, it should. Management in this park needs to be better at telling the people working a first party, a first event, whatever it is, communicating to them what they're going to be selling. Because no one had been told anything. It's not their fault. It's not their fault. This food was announced weeks ago. So there's no reason to not tell these people working here what they're going to be serving. So the people handing out food are all asking each other, what's a zombie finger? What's this thing? They have no idea. And then when the zombie fingers ran out, no one, this is more of a guest problem, but no one wanted to admit that the zombie fingers had sold out, even though they had sold so many that we had to wait another like 10 minutes. No one wanted to come communicate that, I think out of fear that guests would yell at them. I was way more frustrated with the fact that no one would speak to me about it, and so was everyone else standing there. No one was rude to the cast member about it. Everyone just kind of silently grumbled to ourselves. We talked to each other, but no one said anything mean in the direction of the cast member. But just tell us. I understand some guests are mean, but you can't just leave us stand there with the hot food waiting on a dessert. Like, my hot food is gonna be cold. You have to figure, and it starts with management. Management has to get this together. This 7 o'clock rush cannot happen this way again. So someone in Magic Kingdom management, please, coordinators, managers, whoever needs to hear this, whoever this needs to get to, figure this out in here, because I have everyone from there has cold food because no one would communicate this to us or knew what to do. And also no one had been told what the food was gonna be. So there's that. And the second thing is, if you're a vlogger or watch vloggers, I am tired of getting a bad rep for these people who block entrances, stand in the way, intrude in other guest experiences. I am right now sitting as far as I can away from other people. We bought these mics so I don't have to scream. I am speaking at a regular volume. These people stand, they block entrances, all these things, and then I hear people walk by and go, oh, bloggers. And I hate being lumped into that. They are so disrespectful, and I hate being lumped into that. That's why I hate that term, because it feels derogatory, because so many of my peers do not respect the guest experience. Okay, now let's eat some food. Let's. Food's even colder now. I'm sure someone will comment. Trust me, it's cold already. This cheese never melted. It's in block form. The Snarling Sub. It's a meatball sub with spicy marinara, pesto, and pearl mozzarella on a black roll served with French fries. These are going to be your standard Magic Kingdom French fries. I don't like them. I've never liked them. Let me know in the comments. Am I crazy? Does anyone like the Magic Kingdom fries? Let me know. I don't. I think they're kind of starchy. They're like real. I don't know. I don't like the consistency of them. I don't like the mouthfeel of the fries. Okay. Hot, spicy sub with unmelted cheese on black bread. What could go wrong?
Smells so good.
We're back.
That smell.
It took all day, but the Magic Kingdom is back in form, baby. You know what that smell is? It's bad pesto.
It smells like chemicals.
It's just bad pesto. The bread is horrendous. Think about the worst Subway sandwich you've ever had and make it stale. That's what's going on with this bread. The meatball's actually not bad, and the spicy sauce has a real good kick, but it's a shame the pesto is so off-putting, and I like pesto, by the way. There's a weird aftertaste from that. The unmelted cheese is weird, and the bread, like those three things kill the meatballs, and the relatively decent fast food spicy red sauce. I can't recommend that because of this, but if they want to rework something with these meatballs and this red sauce, be my guest, because you've got a good base here, but you ruin it with all this ancillary stuff. This is the twice or Terrifyin, no G like Soren, Terrifyin twice spiced chicken sandwich. It's a spicy fried chicken breast dipped in hot honey, topped with pepper jack cheese, jalapeno poppers, and bacon, and served with French fries. If I'm dead by 40, this is why. Oh my God, look at that. That is a behemoth. Good gravy. Which is the name of a roller coaster opening at Holiday World next year, where you ride in a gravy boat. I can't wait. I'm gonna go. You can see the honey glaze on the chicken. I'm kind of impressed.
Yeah.
Oh wow. The honey finish on the fried chicken is a nice sweetness. With the breading on the honey, it almost delivers almost like a honey nut Cheerio. It tastes like it's honey nut Cheerio breaded essentially. And the chicken, it's not super spicy, but you see the white meat? I'm shocked because the last time I had a chicken sandwich here, it was inedible. This is actually a nice, thick, all white meat, very well cooked fried chicken patty. I haven't had any of the other ingredients that didn't fit in my mouth, but the chicken itself is actually very good.
Wow.
The jalapeno popper's not bad. The cheese could be a better quality, the cheddar cheese in there.
How spicy is it?
It's not that spicy. You get a little kick on the end. The meatballs were way spicier. This is like a light kick. I'd say less intense than a Wendy's fried chicken sandwich. It's just a hint of spice. I don't think it'll be too much for almost anyone. The jalapeno popper just kind of, and the bacon send it over the top. It doesn't even need these things. If you serve this as just a spicy honey chicken sandwich, this is a home run. You've put too many gimmicks in.
Wow.
You've overbooked the sandwich, to use a wrestling term, if I may. So I'd recommend it because I like the base, but maybe take the poppers and the bacon off, eat them separately. But this is one of the better fast food chicken sandwiches I've ever had in a theme park.
Wow.
But your miles will vary because we reviewed that other fried chicken sandwich from here very positively, and then I came back and it was inedible. So it really depends on the day and the piece of chicken, but at least this one's pretty good. Next up we have the zombie fingers, almond cookie fingers, key lime pie white chocolate ganache. That's all one thing. Key lime pie flavored white chocolate ganache, salted caramel crisp pearls. I guess those are the eyes. No, they're not, and sugar eyes. Salted caramel crisp pearls.
Wait, missing ingredient?
Maybe.
Are they inside?
I don't think they're in there. We'll find out. Let's have a finger. I'm going to take the middle one. They're softer than I thought they were going to be. Almond cookie fingers, yeah. They're real soft. They're dense, though. Super dense. Like Bob Chapek dense. They're not bad. I don't know. Maybe I should get some of the mousse on them.
Are they just almond cookies?
They're just almond. So you're just getting almond cookie.
Okay.
They're not bad. They're not exceptional. The pearls are, you know what? Those pearls are they're in the mousse. They're real small. You're not even going to get them on camera, I don't think. The salted caramel. That is tart. You are the key lime pie expert. Can I get your thoughts? You are. I mean, I don't even really like key lime pie. I tend to think you're going to love that, but I want the opinion of someone who enjoys that dessert. Yeah, you love it? That extreme tartness?
Oh, yeah.
It is like so tart my face is going to pucker. I'm going to get like the bitter beer face from the 90s commercials.
But it's a good key lime flavor, not too artificial. I don't really get any white chocolate. It's all key lime. Key lime.
Yeah, it's all just super dark key lime.
I
But
want
you know what?
more.
After how tart that is, the almond cookie is what you want. The almond cookie balances that really nicely. That has a cute presentation, and if you like key lime, you're gonna love it. All right, last but not least, let's save the thing everyone's least excited for last. Am I the only one that doesn't ever care about the drinks, like these non-alcoholic sugar drinks? I just,
Glitter?
yeah. There's glitter. There's supposed to be, yeah, it's a little, yeah, there's a little. Some of that's condensation.
Oh.
No, they're just glitter, you can see it. This is kiwi lemonade with luster dust.
Luster.
Luster dust.
What's that?
I think he was also a wrestler. Oh, that was gold dust, I'm sorry. Okay, stardust.
Ziggy Stardust?
Keep it simple, stupid, right? They did. It's kiwi lemonade. Don't get me wrong, it's tart, it's super sweet. But it realistically it's kiwi flavored lemonade. It's not overtly syrupy, which sometimes these things are. It's totally fine. Totally fine. So in review, meatball sub hard. That's our first bad review of the night, or the whole day, I would say, is the meatball sub. Chicken sandwich a bit overdone, but that patty is great. The bun is serviceable. I know I didn't talk about the bun. Lemonade is fine, and if you're a key lime fan, those zombie fingers are going to be a highlight of the night for you. So that's Cosmic Rays. We got a lot more to go, and I am spitzing.
All right. So Plaza Ice Cream Parlor. There are two things. So we're in a race against the clock because it is 1,000,000 degrees out still. It's going to melt. They're both ice cream. The first up is the apple fritter sundae. It's apple fritters topped with a choice of ice cream, whipped cream, and sprinkles. I choked a little bit. I didn't know what flavor ice cream. I figured the most neutral one would be vanilla, so we went vanilla. And you see it here? Want to show it? And there we go. So the unique thing about this is the apple fritter, so I got to get down to the apple fritter. So there you see it. This is our apple fritter. This is different. This is different from the apple fritter that we had earlier with the shake. You can see this is like the whole bottom of the sundae is apple fritter. Maybe it's because it is soaked through a little with ice cream or whatever. It's definitely not as stale as the one we had earlier today, so I think that this came from somewhere else. I say that now I can't cut through it. I mean, there's still a few apple fritter, but you can see this is pretty big. There's a couple of these fritters on the bottom. They might be from the same place, actually. I feel like if it weren't soaked in ice cream, it would be a little bit stale, like the one we had with the shake at Anti-Gravity's earlier. Not bad, though. I mean, there's probably a better way to serve the apple fritter than with that shake. Oh, yeah. Since it covers the whole bottom, it just gets soaked through. It's really good. The whipped cream, I saw them whip it. They have the machine right there, so that's fresh. My regret is I didn't come up with a weird flavor of ice cream because I kept it vanilla. Same thing with this cookie sandwich. Oh boy. Here you go. I did splash a little ice cream across the top there. You can see anytime there's a black baked good, I'm worried that it's going to just turn my tongue my hands, my lips, my face black. When I try to smash it down, all the ice cream just comes out the sides. The cookie's pretty basic. Ice cream's a nice touch. And so far, actually did not turn my hands black. I don't know. There was a time, a long time ago, when they would make an ice cream cookie sandwich, and they use that like hard, like almost like in dried ice, like square piece of ice cream, and it held up a lot better. These always now from Plaza, you try to eat it like a sandwich, and the ice cream just kind of squeezes out everywhere. It's a little messy, but it's delicious. I have to give them credit. This is thoughtful. I like the presentation. You got these little, are those ghosts? Yeah, Lee, look at the sprinkles are little baby ghosts, and I guess pumpkins. So it's thoughtful. Nothing wrong with it. The cookie's not particularly sweet. Eric the Idiot chose vanilla ice cream. In general, I approve of both these. I think they're both pretty good. All right, the sun is going down, so the temperature has dropped. It's not more than 94.5 or so right now. There are several things listed as the churro cart near the Cinderella Castle, but these items actually were only in the West churro cart. That's the Jack and Sally cake pops. There is also another churro, that's the not so poison apple. And earlier today they said it would be in the West one. It's actually in the East one. The reason this is important is because also in the West one is the popcorn bucket. That means the line is really long. So there's the popcorn bucket, but you're here for the cake pops. We'll have another totally different article about the popcorn bucket. So the Jack Pop is chocolate fudge brownie with marshmallow filling, top of the Jack chocolate piece. So let's give it a shot. I'm gonna use silverware. There's Jack. You can see here. I'll turn him around. Everyone can get a good look at his beautiful white chocolate visage. I don't know what he said. Visage. Oh, this is. That tells me that this frosting is more like a fondant thing, which is not a good sign. Maybe I'm wrong. The brownie's good. It is basically a fondant. I'm not a chef, I'm not gonna call it fondant, but the coating, a little thick, slightly waxy, not particularly delicious. The brownie itself, very good. But everybody's here to see if I'll eat the white chocolate Jack Skellington, which I will. These aren't why you come here, so it's a white chocolate medallion like the rest of these. I'm gonna try Sally now. Sally, yellow pop with raspberry filling, top with a Sally chocolate piece. So I'm gonna try a different flavor. There she is. Everyone loves Sally. There's your raspberry filling. Ah, it's falling apart a little bit. Kind of hard to work with here. It's not bad. Similar thing with that coating. You just know how thick that is. So Sally, I don't know, kind of tasty. It's not my thing. There's also, if you look at this, like the filling is all kind of on one side, on the low side by where the stick is. Not a ton of filling, but it's flavorful filling when you get it. All in all, the 2 cake pops are pretty decent if that's the type of thing that you want to come eat at the party. I'm not a fan of the coatings, and obviously chocolate medallions are just kind of always eh. All right, we're sweating buckets. The East Churro cart has the not so poison apple churro. Unfortunately, that also has the popcorn bucket, so again, long line. It's a churro rolled in green apple sugar, topped with Snickers bar pieces, and drizzled with caramel sauce. Caramel sauce, I say it both ways. Tell me in the comments how you say it. I seem to alternate. Anyway, let's give this a shot. Magic Kingdom churros, not the best reputation, right? I'm trying to eat it with a spoon and a knife. I'm already a mess. Oh, wow. All right, the churro is super stale. The flavors, wow. The apple flavor is really distinct. I think it works with the Snickers. There's no doubt about it, though, this is a classic stale Disney World churro. I don't know why Disneyland does churros so much better. Lee, do you know? No? I'm a fan of the flavor, but it's too stale for me to recommend. But, there we go. Take a look. If you feel like chewing all night, check out these churros.
How's the Snickers bits?
The Snickers bits are exactly what you expect. They're delicious, and they work well with the apple flavor. But eating it feels like work.
30 minutes later, and we have our food from the Fryer's Nook, and I feel like I've been in the fryer at this point. This is the usual stuff that happens again, like similar to Cosmic Rays. They're not ready for tonight, and the times on the ordering are just taking too long. But we got our food. We've got the Pain and Panic Brat, which is bratwurst, sweet and spicy onion relish, and sriracha mustard. It comes with tater tots. Nothing wrong with those. They're cooked right. Crunchy exterior, soft inside. They're actually hot, so to their credit, when the stuff came out, it was hot. Good for them. I will warn you, this is always the worst place to fight for seating. So you may just want to get your food. If this is good, you may want to get your food here and just run. Run as far as you can to somewhere where you can sit. I hate to say this, it's excellent. The pretzel bun is buttery and soft. It's fresh. The bratwurst itself is juicy and flavorful. Nice big serving size. The relish, that sweetness, the sriracha mustard has actually got quite a kick. That seems to be the recurring theme, right? They did a lot of spicy stuff for this event. But that kick against the sweet relish and that crunch, this is one of the best counter service items in this park. I think, bar none. It's very good. Surprising. Very surprising. But you have to put up with this ordering process, and there's no mobile order on tonight. By the time you guys get to the party, if you are coming this year, they might start doing it. I think they're trying to not be overwhelmed. I think they're trying to make sure they have the stuff in stock, because they know all the people. You know, if you're more in the know, I guess that's probably here to try new stuff. You're going to probably try to mobile order, and they're probably afraid they can't figure out their quantities, right? They don't want you to mobile order and then they don't have it. So the Pain and Panic loaded tots are tots topped with crumbled bratwurst, sweet and spicy onion relish, and sriracha mustard. So it should be, it's essentially the tots here with that sriracha mayo on top, and then the bratwurst is diced onto it. So this should be just as good, right? Although, I mean, it's missing that delicious pretzel bun, right? That sriracha is legit spicy. And that's me saying it.
Wow.
I love it.
Spicy.
My problem with the Tots, there's way too much onion. They really overdid the onion. There's so much. So it's just overly oniony. So the bratwurst is still my top. It's the right proportions of those toppings. If they tone down the onion, this could be great. I mean, the Tots are cooked the same, just as well. Bratwurst flavors there, but I like it better in the solid form than the dice. So this is good, but just not even near as good as the full entree. And then a buffalo chicken hand pie with spicy ranch drizzle. It's not the sriracha, it's just a spicy ranch, and blue cheese powder. I can't wait to go to France and have some powdered blue cheese. I mean, this is counter service, you know. I'm not a snob. This is the hottest food item I've ever eaten in a review. It's still not only hot, it's like almost burned my tongue hot still.
So the wait was worth
It's been here for a while and it's still burning. I mean, the food temperature on these was great too, but this is like, it still tastes like it just came out of the oven. Fryer, more likely.
Fry your stuff.
The filling is almost like a buffalo chicken dip, like you'd get at like Publix or a supermarket. It's kind of like that, but hot. I'm definitely getting a hint of the blue cheese from the powder, and definitely getting the ranch flavor on there too. The shell is crispy. This is very good. This is my second favorite item here, I must say. It's not bad. It's not the most exciting presentation of the night. It's not overtly Halloween in theme. Neither are the other two items, I guess, really. Other than they're named after Hercules, villains. It's good. It's a solid little snack, but I would come back for this bratwurst. I would have, if this was on a regular menu at Magic Kingdom, this would be my counter service go-to, which I don't have one of those in this park. I'll eat Pecos, I guess, but there's no other counter service I really like, I gotta have that. This would be that thing at Magic Kingdom for me. Food and beverage team, year over year, this is gotta be the biggest improvement I've ever seen.
All right, I'm sweating even more, even though the sun's gone down. The outdoor vending cart near the Haunted Mansion. This is the Skull Brownie. It's Mexican spiced chocolate brownie with dulce de leche filling and sugar eyes. It's a little dark here. You might be able to see it. If not, let me see if I can light this up a little bit.
Oh yeah, it got darker when I tried to get.
I'm gonna light them up a little bit. There you go. Get a good view of the old skeleton. If you look, he's got a hole in his head, probably where they filled him with something.
Yeah.
I don't know, either that or, I don't know. But here's our slightly askew-eyed skeleton. Oh yeah, you hold the light.
There we go.
And the sweat glistening on my forehead is probably delighting viewers. Okay, so down here I already don't see the dulce de leche because it went in top of his head.
Looks like there's some on the bottom.
Yeah, maybe getting some there. I don't know.
Eat the other side.
It is spicy. I love it. This Mexican spiced chocolate is delicious. It kind of looked a little basic, like presentation was more important than quality when I got it, but I'm telling you, it's very good. The brownie is still moist. I wouldn't call it a filling, but certainly a change in texture there. I think they filled them with something. I just don't see anything. So, at any rate, it's moist enough. It doesn't need a filling. And the flavors are really awesome. This slight spice to the chocolate is just really good. I got to do it because we're here. I got to eat one of his eyeballs. Skeletons don't normally have eyeballs, so I figure this is not a big loss to him. Very sweet eyeball. All in all, I give this one a thumbs up. I really like the flavor. And I could see where if this wasn't moist, it wouldn't be very good. But right now, we're still pretty moist. It's early in the evening, I guess. It's only 8:30. We start at 7. So, again, I recommend this one. Thumbs up. All right, so we don't have much time because this is melting quickly. This is the Hades ice cream cone from Storybook Treats. Mango habanero ice cream on here. Some, what was there, blueberry?
Raspberry.
Blue raspberry, mango habanero. Here we go. This thing is like a crunchy shell. Got blue raspberry. And up here, mango habanero. Spicy. Not everyone's gonna like this. I love it. Very spicy ice cream is weird, counterintuitive. We had something like this at Swirls on the Water recently, and I liked it. Other people didn't. Spicy, plus that sweetness of the mango. I think it's a winner. But I mean, this should probably be served in a cup. I'm just saying, until we get into real fall, it's just too hot to keep this thing together.
Given the disaster that was Cosmic Rays and Friar's Nook, I did not expect to wait all of 3 minutes at Sleepy Hollow pre-parade time, usually kind of crazy. But they were super efficient. Great. Cinnamon funnel cake. Taking a bit out of the Epcot Festival playbook, right, with the specialty funnel cake. This is a funnel cake topped with pumpkin ice cream, drizzled with pumpkin spiced caramel, and finished with butterscotch chips. They're butterscotch chips. Oh. This is definitely out of the Epcot Festival playbook. Like they did what they usually do: a flavored ice cream, a topping, and the funnel cake. Right? Wow, it's soft. I wonder if this is a fluke year or if Magic Kingdom Food and Beverage, man, finally listening, maybe. That is the question. Are they? Could smell the butterscotch.
Yeah, I can smell it over here.
This is very good. Super fresh funnel cake. Nice and crispy exterior, real soft on the inside. Marvelously cooked. Pumpkin ice cream is good. The butterscotch chips are good. I'm not sure I'm wild about butterscotch hitting pumpkin. It's not working for me, but individually, separate, like if you get pumpkin ice cream with funnel cake or butterscotch chips with funnel cake, great combination. I don't know if I like that butterscotch sweetness hitting that pumpkin flavor. There's something a little weird about it. It might just be a preference thing for me. You love it? It might just be me. This is probably a thing you need to try. I think this is a must. Another positive review. What is happening? I don't know if I'm going to be able to continue on with my life after this. Everything I know is a lie now. I'm going to save the other dessert for last. We have savory food. These are the Char Siu chicken wings. People have been raving about these. We'll see if we agree. They're whole jumbo chicken wings glazed in char siu and topped with chili threads and garlic. They look good. I need some skin though. Give me the skin, please. I think I just broke a fork in here. I don't know what's going on. For counter service wings, the meat, incredibly juicy. I just got scared by Hocus Pocus, yeah. Incredibly juicy and well cooked, super tender. I'm not getting a whole lot from the exterior, which is why I want to kind of keep trying them, because I feel like I'm missing something. But then when I had just the skin of the other one, I wasn't blown away.
Is it spicy?
No, not at all.
Is it sweet?
It's on the sweeter side. It's a sticky sweet, like Asian style. They tried, you know, like they're cooked well. They tried. Seasoning wise, I'm just not getting a whole lot. There's garlic on the back end for sure, a little bit, maybe even overwhelming. Not getting the chili threads aren't doing much for me. They're like, don't get me wrong, they cook them great. There needs to be more going on. It's just, they're very subdued. They're not bland because the meat inside is so juicy and tender and flavorful. But the exterior, the sauce and the glaze and toppings are not doing anything for these really well-cooked wings. So it's super disappointing because there's tremendous potential there. Once a Magic Kingdom restaurant can correctly cook the food, that's the hardest part, right? So I'm excited that they got that done. I need them to work on this sauce.
Something different for once, right?
Yeah. Oh, that's been the story of the night, I think, is just effort. It's nice to see. People go on about how negative we are, but it's honest. Like we know they can do better. We want them to do better, and tonight, for the most part, they are. I'm taken aback at how much better stuff has been than previous years. Yes, I know you gave me your Headless Horseman wishable because we have a Headless Horseman cupcake, which is going to be yellow cupcake topped with cream cheese, buttercream, spicy. They did it again, spicy cheese flavored snack. That's a flamin' Cheeto. We can't say that. Disney can't say that legally, I guess. And a chocolate piece. Even though Disney on Hulu is where you can watch the movie. That's a sort of docu-pic on the creation of the Flamin' Hot products. It's on Hulu. It's Disney owned partially.
It looks like a campfire.
It's flamin'. I mean, we know what this is going to be. I can't believe that wasn't stale. Every time they've topped something with like a potato chip or a Cheeto, usually stale, it's like they opened the bag today, man. That sounds like such a silly, stupid thing, but isn't it silly and stupid that they've always been stale? I know, I've got this, I can't cut through this wrapper.
Did you unfold it here?
No. We're just gonna slice in there, because I think it's just yellow buttercream.
Okay.
Alright. It's red inside, though, the cake, actually. They lied. Yellow cupcake. I mean, that's the type of cake, I guess, but it's definitely red. The cake is red.
Oh.
The cream cheese buttercream is so powerful and sweet and thick and rich, and it is perhaps too much.
There's no filling, right?
No. Doesn't need it to be overkill. What else is going on in here? Something weird's going on. Hold on. One moment. I shouldn't have had the Cheeto first because I think it threw off my...
It's like wet inside, almost. Is there sorbet
There's
in
chunks
this?
of something. I'm getting like hard little chunks too. I need this second opinion.
It tastes spicy.
Okay, so there
tastes
are
like-
pieces of the Cheeto in it.
It tastes like a spicy raspberry,
Yeah.
but not like hot sauce barbecue-y, just like tingle heat on the tongue.
So it says plural, cheese flavored snacks. So obviously there was the one sticking out. I am almost certain there are little tiny pieces of Flamin' Hot Cheeto in there.
My tongue is tingling with warmth.
This is weird and interesting, and again, they did something fun. It's gonna sound condescending, but I'm very proud of them. After 16 years of doing this, and Magic Kingdom food kind of always being disappointing. So the reason we paused for editing there, a cast member was nice enough to come over, a soup manager, I don't know the titles, but was nice enough to come over and answer a question about the cupcake tahini. So there's tahini in there, and that's what's happening. So we're getting spicy not from Cheeto particles or even the Cheeto that was in there, from that tahini. It's sprinkled throughout, and it complements the sweetness of that, the super sweetness of that cream cheese icing. The cupcake, it's of the yellow cake, which is actually red in color. It's funny. It's great. It's great. So she also was telling us about, there's quite a process on these wings where they marinate them for quite a while and then sauce them again. And so, but yeah, they're very savory, right? It's that char siu flavor, but it's subtle. But they're cooked very, very well. So Sleepy Hollow, another win. I mean, again, it's a broken record, but I'm stunned at how good things have been. They're giving you a reason to stop and buy food at this party, and it's going to be kind of hard to pick. But I mean, maybe you guys have. I have to have everything, and Eric and I have to have everything. So you guys have the fun part. You get to watch us eat all this, and then decide what looked best to you, and that's what you can go get. Obviously, I don't recommend you eat 30-something items in one day at the Magic Kingdom. That would be very unhealthy, and thus you'll become this. So don't do that. But onward.
Okay, Sunshine Tree Terrace here in Adventureland. We have the Tropical Graveyard. That's mango mousse and sour tropical gelatin, topped with cookie crumbles, gummy worm, sprinkles, and a Tombstone chocolate piece. You can see it's pretty small for like $5.99, I think it costs. It's pretty small. We just had some mango. Let's see how this goes. Obviously, we know what a gummy worm is going to taste like. And chocolate's like a dirt on top of the grave, right? And then you pull it aside, and it's this mango, kind of a mess.
It's got crumbles on the bottom too.
Yeah. Very strong flavor. A little artificial. But it's not bad, but I mean, you better be ready for that tart. The tartness there, and the sour. What's the sour? Sour tropical gelatin on top of that mousse. That is very sour.
What's on the bottom of it?
On the bottom is just more cookie crumbles, I think. So there's this mango mousse. If you get a closer look, and you can see that kind of layer of sour gelatin on top, and then there's more dirt on the bottom and top. For me, it's a little too much. A little too much going on. That sour, the gelatin's very overpowering, especially with mango. Confused my mouth for a second. Again, we have to try the white chocolate artwork. This is a tombstone for some guy named Rip. I'm sure these all come out of the same place, but this tastes better than the Jack Skellington one. It's not great. In general, for $6, you don't get a lot, right? But if you like these flavors, you like this really sour gelatin with mango, I mean, this could be a home run for some people. For me, not so much. I like the gummy worms. It's a nice touch. A little morbid, right, for Disney? You have like a grave with worms coming out of it. It's more like a Universal thing, I think. But, and man, that portion size, I'm not sure I could actually eat a portion bigger than this, though, so maybe they did us a favor. All in all, your mileage may vary. We're back together.
It's time to end this thing once and for all.
Oh, boy.
Which makes it sound, I mean, I've had some long waits, but otherwise, the food for the most part has been great. But so for the most part, was your stuff good or just
It was
kinda,
touch and go, right? The churro was pretty bad.
Oh, see, some things haven't changed.
Yeah, the thing I just had at Sunshine or Tree Terrace
Yeah.
was, some people might love it, I don't know. A little
You
much
had
for
like
me.
the gelatin. It was a gelatin.
It was a
thing?
sour gelatin on top of like a mango mousse with, it's like the most morbid Disney dish I've seen. It was a grave with dirt on top and worms coming out of it. That sounds like Universal, right? Am I
If we
right?
hadn't both eaten 20 items each, I would recommend we go split up Bratwurst at Friar's Nook because it was unbelievable.
Oh.
It was so good.
I was right next to there getting the Hades cone.
Yeah.
That was very good until it briefly turned into a disintegrated.
If Hades
ice cream.
had his effect on it.
sorry.
Here are the last items we have. We are missing an item. It's sold out, I guess, and is not coming back tonight here at Pecos. We'll get that in a second. But we're also covering Golden Oak, which is across the way. They have loaded sweet potato fries which are sweet potato fries tossed in cinnamon sugar and topped with marshmallow cream. Again, we have butterscotch chips.
I was going to say, those
and
look like
toffee
butterscotch
pieces.
chips.
We've had them twice now. These were also on the.
I had a lot
the
of
funnel
mango.
cake.
You had a lot of butterscotch.
The funnel cake was unbelievable. It was festival-esque, Epcot festival-esque funnel cake. Get a chip. There we go.
Is that like those Horror Nights fries? No.
These are so much better than the Horror Night ones.
Are they good?
They've
Is it
been
just
sitting
me,
around,
or is this
they're
like the
cold, but
best
holy cow.
lineup
You
that
gotta
we've had
get
for, like,
everything
look
on
at this,
it.
I got everything on
Yeah.
here. Oh, wow.
The sweetness of the butterscotch with the marshmallow cream, the toffee, and the fries. Oh my god.
I thought that was queso and it's marshmallow cream.
Yeah. Oh, you thought this was savory?
These
This
are
is
amazing.
sweet. They're unbelievable. This
Wow.
might be one. This is top 3 tonight for sure. Or today, I should say.
I don't want to tell you how to do your job. You've been doing this a long time, but this one looks like it's got a shelf life.
It's had a moment. Well, we'll move to Pecos now. Let's move to Pecos. Let me pull up
Wait,
the
where were the
Pecos
fries
menu.
from?
Golden Oak, right
Golden
across
Oak,
the
okay.
Golden Oak Outpost. So let's see. Pecos had the thing we're missing are the piggy wings. They will not be here tonight apparently. I'm gonna come back and check, but they may not happen. It was the bowl of bones, bone-in piggy wings, fried with fresh jalapenos and tossed in Coca-Cola cherry barbecue.
Oh, wow.
I'm not buying party tickets to come back for that, even though it sounds good.
We can make that at the birthday party tomorrow.
Tomorrow, Nick will make Nick make them. Candy corn milkshake, sweet corn soft serve. Oh my God!
It does not
Topped
look
with whipped
gross.
cream and sweet potato cornbread nugget. I thought that was a Madeline. That is a sweet potato cornbread nugget.
They went all out.
I gotta figure this
There you
out
go, yeah.
because we gotta fish that out and try that
Yeah,
separately.
you got to get.
I don't know what to do.
I think you just scoop it.
Scoop it, but we need to cut it in half, right? Should I just put on a napkin? Is this a bad idea? Probably.
Now, on the list of bad ideas we've had today, this is not going to crack the top 10.
It's Madeline shaped. All right, Eric, get in there.
What is it?
It is a sweet potato cornbread nugget.
I like cornbread. I like sweet potatoes. It tastes like pumpkin bread.
Yeah, like a pumpkin loaf.
Very spicy. I like it.
Not like hot spicy, but like
No, like flavorful.
cinnamon spice.
That
yeah.
cinnamon, yeah, that seasonal flavor
Nutmeg.
that we all think about in August.
That was another moist
So far, so
piece
good,
of cake.
yeah.
The icing,
Yeah.
it was good. But let's try sweet corn ice cream.
We just had didn't we just have sweet corn from Brulee or something?
From where?
At Flower and Garden. At Farmer's Feast, the last seasonal menu.
Oh, Florida fresh, whatever.
Farmer's Feast.
Oh, Farmer's Feast.
Try it.
That's phenomenal.
Isn't that great?
It's a little weird because it's like
'Cause
I'm
it
drinking
tastes
popcorn.
straight- It tastes like no, not popcorn. It tastes like creamed corn, right? Like sweet
Yeah,
creamed corn.
yeah, I can see that.
But it's ice cream. But the taste is so on point.
It does taste like cream corn, maybe even like tapioca flavor.
Some people may find this off-putting. I'm going to put that out there. But this is again another creative and fun and really good item. What am I going to do with my career if all the food is good? I don't know. I don't know what to do anymore. I feel
Usually
lost.
by the end of like one of these nights, we're like, all right, whatever. It tastes like whatever. This is.
I'm not having a life crisis because I'm turning 35. I'm having a life crisis because most of the food I tried in one night at Magic Kingdom was not only good, some of it was great. And it was all from counter service. I'm losing it, Eric.
Good job, F&B.
Losing it.
Oh, tortilla chips.
I have faith that this last item, if there's one thing I believe in, it's that a hamburger at Pecos Bills will be shit. I believe in it. I need one bad item to end.
You're gonna
on.
eat that.
Come
I
on.
don't think I can touch
It's
the
the
burger.
Cajun burger. It's Cajun spiced all beef patty, topped with a fried green tomato, a Cajun andouille dip, and Creole remoulade on a black bun.
It's your world, Tom. I want to see you eat it.
Look at the size of that bottom bun. Oh my god.
It doesn't look great.
Didn't Burger King get in trouble for having a black bun hamburger for
This
a while?
is not like as
for
black as
Halloween?
the Burger King one, though. Universal's doing like a black bun this year.
It's kind of good.
Who are you?
All right, let's be honest.
Full disclosure, we are not hosted for this. We paid for everything
The
out of
burger
pocket, and
patty-
Tom thinks everything's good.
Is close to the usual quality in that it's on the dry side. It's a little overcooked. That being said, the spicy, where's the
Cajun-
spice coming from?
There's a Cajun seasoning on it.
The Cajun andouille dip does taste like that spicy New Orleans style sausage.
Who would have thought?
The fried green tomato is very good, and the bun is certainly serviceable. It's soft and it's there. It's not hurting it. It's not making it better, but it's holding the whole thing together. If you want to try this,
No. I've had enough for tonight, I think.
I just want to double.
By the way,
check it.
these nachos, the Invisible Man nachos.
It came with
look
some,
like the
some
Invisible
sad
Man
lettuce
nachos.
and some sad
Invisible
tomato.
queso.
The one thing I will say, the burger is very dry, so it's not I wouldn't recommend it, but the toppings are good. The burger for Magic Kingdom, the burgers adequate.
What a good mood you're in from all this.
Is it just because I'm staying at Fort Wilderness? Am I just in a good mood, or was the food better?
The food was better.
The food was.
I'm in
I
a
think it
terrible
was.
mood and the food
I
was
wouldn't
better.
recommend that, but someone tried. Someone tried at least.
If we recap though, like all of the things that are just Halloween offerings that were in the park that are not exclusive to the event, I think we liked all of them.
They were all in the
There
more
was a
standard.
spectrum of those, right?
Other
there
than
was
the
some-
shake, they were more standard, right?
Right. And then of all the things, like you ended up drawing the straw for more savory things, I think, than I did.
Yeah.
I was
I did
a
a lot
lot
of
of
the
sweet stuff,
full
a
counter
lot of
service.
ice cream. Unfortunately, a churro.
I'll
Honestly,
be
though,
honest,
like,
Eric, I tried to spare you because usually
Yeah.
that's the stuff that's okay. And then this is the stuff where it's like, oh no.
it was okay. I had a couple things that are on the lower end of my personal
Yeah.
scale, right? The Tombstone thing at Sunshine Tree Terrace, I didn't love. The churro was just a stale churro where the flavors worked.
That
It was just
restores my
stale.
faith that the churros have remained Disney World churros.
But everything else I think I've liked. Especially standout was the brownie skull. I think was delicious.
Who would have thought?
I know.
What a
The
weird
brownie
one.
skull was like a scan. Anything else, Lee? You can think of that I really liked? The cheesecake was good.
Oh, cheesecake from the bakery?
Yeah, it was weird, but the sweet. This was
Sweet
better.
corn
Yeah.
milkshake.
I actually don't think I could drink this whole thing, but I really like it.
No, it's too much, but it's a fun thing. Like, if you come with a group, it's a fun thing to like pass around and everybody try and say they tried it.
Yeah.
This is kind of like it's food. It's what I want food and wine to be in that they're weird things you've never had before in most cases, right? They were like, well, we'll do a bratwurst, but we're gonna put a spicy sauce on it, and we're gonna do this slaw, and we're gonna make it interesting. And then like the same with the funnel cake. We have a funnel cake, but we're gonna make the funnel cake interesting.
They're getting really good at funnel cakes.
They're
by the
things you
way.
read and you're like, that sounds interesting and different, or in some cases weird. I have to try that. And they've rewarded you for trying it in that. At least if they're not just interesting, they're also very good. So kudos to food and beverage.
Who would have
for
thought?
holidays.
Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party was delicious.
Yeah, I don't even know. I've lost all sense of reality.
Up is down. Dogs and cats living together.
It's 112 degrees. I have no idea
Yeah.
what's real anymore. I'm hallucinating. I'm gonna wake up tomorrow and be like, the party's tonight. Never happened.
Oh, I'll remember.
It was all a
I'll
dream that the
remember.
food was good, but No, kudos, seriously, kudos. This park has a reputation as the worst park at Disney World to eat in, and they clearly heard people loud and clear and tried, and the results show.